as SMCT College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies, Powai. Congratulations to all for securing seats in BCom, in BAF and BBI. As rightly pointed out, my colleague, Dr. Liji Santosh, a kind of orientation or DEEKSHARAMBH to familiarize all my students to this great institution. Familiarizing is very, very important. The University of Mumbai, our college, various programs, activities, etc. Now, coming to the University of Mumbai, our college, Bansanga's SM Shetty College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies, is affiliated to University of Mumbai. University of Mumbai, as you know, is one of the oldest universities in India. It was started in the year 1857. It's almost 164 years old. There are three old universities in India: University of Mumbai, University of Calcutta, and University of Madras, built and developed during the British period. And if you know the history of your university, it's quite astonishing. For example, the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who was instrumental in writing the Constitution of India, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, and if I name maybe in lakhs, they were the alumni of this great university, or the old students of this great university, University of Mumbai. One of the most astonishing facts about this university is this covers the region of our Mumbai, suburban areas, the Mofussil areas, Kalyan, Palghar, Raigad, Ratnagiri, a vast area, and 880 colleges are affiliated to this great renowned university. And it has two campuses. One is in the Fort area and other one is in the Kalina campus. Therefore, after 3 years, you will get the graduation of your degree, BCom, BBI, BAF through SM Shetty from University of Mumbai, one of the very well-known, renowned universities of India and the world. Therefore, dear students, you are really proud to take admission in University of Mumbai. So this is the Kalina campus. Next slide. Yeah, now coming to our Bansanga. Bansanga is a trust. It is a charitable trust, dear students and parents, for the cause of the society or the cause of the public. It was established in the year 1927 and is developed, or it has devoted itself for the cause of education, healthcare, and social reforms. It's almost 90 years old. During 1950s, they started even the night schools for the benefit of the students. And now the more importance is being given to the education of the masses. One more thing about our University of Mumbai is that recently it was graded by NAC. NAC means National Assessment and Accreditation Council, belonging to the union government or the central government. And it rates the higher educational institutions in India. And you just see that NAC grade received by University of Mumbai is A++, and this is the highest grade, and they got 3.65 CGPA out of 4. Therefore, dear students, even after 3 years of degree, if anybody wants to fly abroad, these things matter. And this is the highest point got by a university in Maharashtra. Next. Now, about SM Shetty College. Your college, dear students and parents, was started in the year 2008. It is 13 years old. The college is affiliated to University of Mumbai and is committed to the promotion and propagation of what is very important I'm highlighting is quality education with excellence. That's why you have tried your luck in SM Shetty College, got secured seats in BCom, BBI, and BAF. Now, coming to Bansanga's SM Shetty educational institutions. If you look at the institutions from the roadside, it bears a majestic look and it stops the onlookers going by. Such a majestic look it bears from outside. And this is the, what's called it is as the hardware. When you enter into inside the college, and again, its software is excellent. The classrooms, all the classrooms are air conditioned, library air conditioned, and we have the state-of-the-art IT laboratories, various facilities, and entry to this institution is very strict because of the security. And also our management is very, very particular about the cleanliness inside also, for which large number of even housekeeping people also appointed. Now, please read this one. Kamadenu Gunavidya Sadhayu Phala Dhaini. It means, dear students and parents, knowledge grants all the wishes, all the times. I will read once again. You also please read, because this statement is very close to all my teachers and for myself. Knowledge grants all the wishes, all the times. After 3 years, you will become a BCom graduate or a BBI graduate or a BAF graduate. But please understand that the education is the tool for your social and economic empowerment. Socially, economically, if at all you will have a place, and it is because of education. This is our prayer daily. Knowledge grants all the wishes, all the times. Now coming to vision statement of our college. What do you mean by vision? I try to explain what you mean by vision. Vision means, dear students, what you should be after 10 years, after 15 years, a long run plan. It means personality development for nation building. A small sentence loaded with so many characteristics. Personality development. What do you mean by personality development? It includes the physical personality, the mental personality, the intellectual personality, the emotional personality, the cultural part of it, the social part of it, etc. A sum total is called as personality development. And this personality development is for what? For nation building, for building this great nation that is India or Bharat. Therefore, after 3 years, our intention is letting out our students with a lot of civic responsibility, and they should become part of our society, responsible citizens of India. Then you are going to contribute contribute, then gradually our country will also develop. Therefore, physical, then mental, intellectual, cultural, social, each and every aspect is included here. Therefore, when you come to TY and when you step out of the institution, you should be a full-fledged person, and that would give a lot of pressure for the institution, for the principal, for the teachers, that we are letting out responsible citizens to this great country. Personality development for nation building. So vision. Coming to the mission statement of the college. Dear students and parents, mission statement means how the vision would be achieved, how the total personality of the students would be achieved. There's a process for that, and there's a program for that. What is the process and what is the program? Now, see the mission statement. To enable young minds. You are the age of 18 years now or 17 years now. We are enabling you to discover and develop potential in an environment conducive to learning. When you enter the college, once the ban is lifted, and we are providing you very congenial and conducive environment of learning. Second one, to create technically competent young individuals with the practical skills. Today, in the higher education scenario, dear students, not only the theory marks not sufficient. You should have the practical skills, which we call it as the skills. We also teach here practical skills. Skill component is very, very important. Then what do you mean by technical skills? Dear students, especially commerce students, you have studied bookkeeping, etc. If you are in a position to read the profit and loss account, the balance sheets and other accounts, and you come to a conclusion about the business house or the concern, and this is also called as a technical skill. Therefore, in the employment market, not only the marks reflected in the mark sheets, but also these technical skills are very, very important, for which we are taking so many other sessions, certificate courses, webinars to teach, to impart the skills. And last one, to develop socially conscious and morally upright global citizens for new India. Dear students, we should be what's called as ethically sound, morally upright, and socially well-behaved citizens. Therefore, nearly 800 to 1,000 students going out as graduates every year, and these graduates are absorbed in the society or in the organizations or in the employment market. And if at all anybody asks from which college you are, you must say proudly that I am from S.M. Shetty College. And it is because of your contributions, or it is because of your ethical nature, or because of your social behavior. It is also part of our culture, or more than that, it is very, very important. So these three things we are providing. It is our mission through which we achieve our vision statement. Yes. Values. Values also very important, dear students. Now, when you reach the age of 18, you have the voting power, and you can cast your vote to the party to which you like. You can change the government. Okay. So when you come to the age of 18, whatever there inside you, we think that it is our duty to take it out, to polish it. Therefore, one student is very good in music, one is very good in tabla, one is very good in drawing, one is very good in some other activities, there is a scope in SM Shetty College. There are nearly 40 associations and committees. You can join to which you are interested. And in 3 years sometime, all those hidden potentialities, talents are brought out. They are trained, they are polished, and you will be sent to participate in the intercollegiate competitions. Then you can understand and you can grow. So unleashing, taking out the human potential, this is the value of your college. Second one, fostering competence to enhance employability. Dear students, after 3 years, one of the qualities you must acquire is you must be readily employable. Ready employment is one of the qualities of a student. I always say that there is no unemployment in India if you are employable. Therefore, we also try to develop your competency, to enhance your employability. So after graduation, within 3 months, 4 months, you should be quickly employable. Then inclusive learning. It is a wider term, or what we call it as, it has wider perspective. For example, in a college where the strength is more than 2,500, rich people, middle class people, lower income, all people get together in one classroom. And in the classroom also, if you have 6 or 7 subjects, they are taught in a different way, and different areas of the subjects are also covered. So inclusive learning and sensitivity towards community and environment. Dear students and also parents, today we are talking about what's called as heavy rains, droughts, floods, etc. Recently, we read in newspapers that 2050, I think some of the areas of Bombay would be submerged by sea. Similarly, some other parts also. I'm from Mangalore, even Mangalore area also, because it is global warming. Therefore, when our life itself is at stake after 30 years, dear students and parents, so this is our duty also in the institution to think about the environment of India. What best can be done? You know about the plastics. You know about the seashores of Mumbai. You know the low-lying areas of Mumbai. So what best we can do? We should have the knowledge of that. And towards community also, gender issues, male and female, we should respect both. And this is also part of education, dear students and parents. So these are our values. Please read the values, wonderful values. Unleashing the human potential from every student. Increasing, enhancing employability of our students. Together we learn so many things, not only the subject, inclusive learning and sensitivity towards the other community and environment. Now, coming to your college, undergraduate programs offered, degree college. Dear students and parents, we have 2 divisions of BCom, A division, B division, and its strength is 120 plus 120, 240, as given by University of Mumbai. Then Bachelor of Commerce, Banking and Insurance, we have 1 division. Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting and Finance, we have 1 division. Bachelor of Science, that is BSc IT, one of the highest. We have 3 divisions. It has 180, and it's also full. Bachelor of Management Studies, BMS, we have 2 divisions, 120. And one more is BA MMC, Bachelor in Arts, Mass Media and multi-communications, etc. So we have these three, degree programs. Now I'm talking to the BCom, BBI, and BAF students. Dear students and parents, no degree is superior. At the same time, no degree is inferior. Coming to BCom program, it has an history of more than 75 years, and it's evergreen. The highest number of registration takes place in Mumbai University to BCom program. And its class strength is 120. Why? It's not possible. If it's 60, it's not possible to accommodate all the students. Therefore, the subjects you learn in BCom, they're great subjects. And a BCom student will fit in to any organization. In some of the well-known South Mumbai colleges, the cutoff of the last student of a BCom is more than 90%. Banking and insurance, the most emerging area of India, the banks and the insurance companies, and BAF, accounting and finance. Therefore, you have taken a right decision of your own programs. Now we have postgraduate programs also. Your college is providing even the postgraduate programs. And we have Master of Commerce, MCom. All the students of BCom, BAF, and BBI are eligible for MCom. It means MCom we have through two programs. One is MCom Financial Accounting, who can opt for financial accounting, and the other one, MCom in Business Management. So you can opt for management subjects. Second one is a Master of Science. It is information technology. We have one division of MSc IT. Now, one more great thing is PhD Center in Commerce. We have, dear parents and students, PhD Center in Commerce, leading to PhD program. And I am the approved guide. And as per the university guidelines, we can take 8 research scholars. Therefore, your great college is offering all the undergraduate programs, then MCom and MSc IT in PG, and also the PhD program affiliated to University of Mumbai. See the growth of your college, dear students. We have made a humble beginning in the year 2008-9. As I said, your college is 13 years old. In the beginning, we have only 3 programs, 1 division of BCom, 1 division of BMS, and 1 division of BSc IT, with a total strength of 214. See, over the years, its growth. And last year, it was 2,428. And this year, it will cross 2,500, 21-22. And there we are going to stop it. We have to stabilize it. And then we should go for the quality students only. I think those who applied for, I think, BCom, less than first class, except the, what's called as the internal quota, I think all others have the first class, even in BCom also. See the rise. Why the meteoric rise, dear students and parents? Because before joining the college, students and parents, they will inquire and investigate into the prospects of the college, its strengths and weaknesses. Here academics are going on, and college will not compromise with the indiscipline of any student. At the same time, we will give all the facilities to the students, but indiscipline we will not tolerate. So academics are going on. And when I inquire with the students and parents coming from Dombivli, Kalyan, Andheri East, why you are coming to SM Shetty? My student will change after 6 months. His personality will be changed after 3 years. So this is the reason why students take admissions in SM Shetty College. See the results. See, dear students and parents, it is possible to get 100% result in 10th standard. Also around 98% results in 11th and 12th. But degree is totally different. Degree. Because when you come to TY, your age is 20. Your age is 20. Everything is, even though institution is giving sufficient facilities and all that, but it's left you also. To certain extent, we will take you to task, not beyond that. But in spite of that, our results become 97.8. And last year, the result was 100%. And BAF result, 98.59. And even 100% results last year. And BBI, 97, 100% results. In almost all the cases, years, our result is above 95%, reaching to 100% results. And it is because of the cooperation of the students and the parents. Now, as I previously said, your college is NAC accredited college. We have started the college in the year 2008, and in 2016, we have taken the risk of going for NAC. And dear students and parents, I am very proud that in the first cycle itself, when the college was around 8 or 9 years old, your college got A grade college. There are C grade colleges, B grade colleges, and A grade colleges. And you should be proud that you are pursuing your graduation from NAC accredited A grade college, that too in the first cycle itself. Soon we are going for the second cycle, and we have taken sufficient hard work and the preparations, everything to maintain this grade and also to go for the higher grade also. Now, not only the A grade, the quality award received from IMC, Indian Merchant Chamber, RBNQ, Ramkrishna Bajaj National Quality Certificate of Merit in 2018. We can see the principal, we can see the vice principals, coordinators, and also you can see our management. It is a toughest process. And we were grilled by the committee for nearly 2 days, morning to evening. Finally, we got it. And we got this award because of the quality in everything we do. So this is called as a Indian Merchant Chamber Ramkrishna Bajaj National Quality Certificate of Merit 2019. Now, Educational Excellence Award, Indus Foundation, Hyderabad, New Jersey. Now, in any education institution, the education, the teaching, learning, and research and extension activities. These activities will occupy the pivotal role, the very important role. Considering our activities, considering our report, I think we received also Educational Excellence Award, that is that's Indus Foundation, Hyderabad, New Jersey. We also received Healthy Workplace Award by Arogya World. For example, our management is quite proactive, it is result oriented, it's benevolent also, in the sense they are taking care of both the teachers as well as the students. students and teachers are very close to their heart. So there should be a proper working environment. People should be happy. Students should be happy. Parents should be happy. Considering all these points, angles, we also got Healthy Workplace Award by Arogya World. Now, ISO 21001 2018. Dear students and parents may be knowing, this is not that ISO of 2015 and 2009. That was different and this is different. And this is the toughest process, just like Indian Merchant Chamber, Ramakrishna Bajaj National Quality Award, similar to that, the toughest one. And we got this also, ISO 21000, and this is exclusively meant for education. This also we got last year. Next. Now, our future plans. UGC approval under 2F12B. Now, we have everything. Permanent affiliation from University of Mumbai. Permanent affiliation. And we are applying for UGC University Grant Commission for additional grants for research and for developing further infrastructure of the college. We are going for the second cycle of NAC. Collaboration with the foreign universities for certificate courses or programs are both for the benefit of our students. And in a degree college, we strongly believe that we should invite good companies for the placement of our students. So aiming for good placement. So when you come to third year, you should be properly trained to get employment. And within a span of 2 to 3 years, trying for autonomous status. Autonomous status, I mean that we will have our own syllabus for BCom, BBI, BAF. And for example, University of Mumbai, it has to look after 880 colleges. It's not that easy task. And if the university gives autonomy to us, which is called as academic autonomy, we can develop the best of the syllabus for BCom. And examining the syllabus all over India or the foreign countries, foreign universities, best of the syllabus for BCom, BBI, BAF. Of course, permission should be given by university, but we are aiming for that also. So within a span of 2 to 3 years, we are trying for autonomous status for your college. Yeah, next, please. Yeah. Now, how much time I can take? I will take 5 to 10 minutes now. Dr. Liji Santosh.
Yes, so yeah, 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. Okay, okay. Dear students and parents, now you have come to a different, what's called as span of your education. From 10th standard to 12th standard, and from 12th standard to now the degree. Now, the degree education to a certain extent is different. You will be given more freedom and liberty because of your age. When you are in the 10th standard, perfect control of your parents as well as students. And you got some liberty when you join to 11th and 12th because of the age factor. And we all consider now you are grown up and more liberty would be given. But that should not be misused. That's one point. Second, dear students and parents, your college is meant for discipline. And at any point of time, we will not compromise with indiscipline because we always consider discipline is a part of the academics only. Without discipline, academics is not possible. Now, dear students, I always used to say that dare to dream. Dreaming small is considered to be sin, and you must be in a position to dream big. These are the words of Dr. Abdul Kalam. What do you mean by dreaming? Dear students, your age is now around 17. Dreaming means not the dreams which you get at night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Dreams, I mean, taking one notebook, one book, one pen or pencil. And today your classes will begin, of course, orientation. Then you are writing, dear students, my age is 17 now. By 30, by 20, by after 3 years, I think 2024, my graduation should get over in first class or in distinction. And by 25, when I reach 25, I must be in some organization. And by 30, I to this reach level and putting the points and chasing those points with your efforts, with your hard work. And this is called as dreaming. So you can dream now itself where you should be after 30 years. And that kind of education we will provide. And that kind of opportunity for dreaming also we will provide in your SM Shetty College. So it is called as dreaming. As I said, dear students, there's no unemployment if you are employable. How? For a BCom student or a BBI student or a BAF student, after 3 years, your graduation, a reasonable English to communicate, all required the technology, that is computer knowledge, personality development, everything, definitely you will be employed. There's no unemployment in India if you are employable. But I would like to highlight two things here, dear students. I will spell out one statement which I had drawn from Japan. Okay, Japan. Take care of the process, and the process will take care of the results. A simple sentence. But if you consider my statement today, after 3, 5, or 10 years, you will be definitely a different man or a woman, different personality. Take care of the process, and the process will take care of the results. It means day one is important. Be sincere, be committed to your BCom, to your BAF, to your BBI, or what the college organizes for the benefit of you. Wholeheartedly participate in it. Complete your homework, everything today itself. This is the process. This is the process. Don't delay it. Don't neglect it. Carelessness is the biggest enemy. Complete today itself. You have sufficient time. After 4 months, the first semester will come. Because now the semester system you are studying. And after 4 months, you can appear the examination. And it will be a cakewalk for you because you have taken efforts daily. So therefore, it is called as take care of the process, and the process will take care of the results. And finally, 3 P's of reading, dear students. 3 P's. What is called? Planned reading, purposeful reading, and profitable reading. Profitable reading. Planned reading, there should be a plan. Today, I have to read like this, like this, like this. Not only for understanding, but for my future endeavors also. Planned reading. Purposeful reading. Yes, I should get the employment. And profitable reading. Profitable reading. I connect this to your profit and loss account since you have studied it. For example, those students have secured 60% in 12th standard. Put some more effort. Not only the hard work, but smart work. Take the percentage to 70. Those got 70, go to 80. Those who got 80, go to 90. A kind of profitable reading. So therefore, don't worry about the COVID-19 cases, dear students and parents. It is not only for us, it's for the entire world. At least you must be lucky. I was reading a very, very good article. In India, 1/3 of the student population was connected to technology, to Zoom and all those things. You are lucky if you are in Mumbai. 2/3 connections means 2/3 of the student population not connected properly in India. See the examples of Rajasthan, UP, Orissa, Bihar, etc. At least you are lucky. So therefore, this pandemic or this period is not permanent. And definitely we will see what's called as light on the other side of the tunnel, definitely after 1 year, after 1.5 years. Definitely the economy will rebound after 3 years, definitely. And after 3 years, you'll be graduated. And you must be ready to grab the opportunities. Therefore, understand it, absorb the shock. Yes, we also absorb the shock, but be ready for the opportunities coming after 3 years. And finally, degree education, dear students, to give a shape to your dreams and aspirations. Come to the college with a lot of dreams and aspirations. I should become like this, like this, like this. And we will give the shape to your dreams and aspirations. And finally, I say that after 3 years, now the boys and girls, okay, boys and girls you are now. We are admitted boys and girls, but after 3 years, parents, we will assure you that your boy would be transformed into a gentleman. And your daughter should be transformed into a lady. That's our intention. And I am really happy. All my vice principals, my coordinators, my teachers, my non-teaching staff, they will all the part of this system. Wish you all the best and what's called as a rich experience in the coming 3 years. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Principal Dr. Sridhara Shetty, for those enriching and encouraging words to this young aspirants of undergraduation. Students, sir has given you an overview of the institution, and he has oriented about our institution culture, system, and the ongoing process. Now it's time to have a virtual look about our college. You cannot come here physically except for submitting your documents for verification. Now it's time to see virtually the college. Look at our college and enjoy, and also visualize yourself how beautiful it will be when you will come to the campus and enjoy your campus life at SM Shetty College. So I take this privilege of sharing this video to all of you on which is created by our mass media students. hope you all have got a beautiful view of your college through virtually. So just imagine when you'll come back to college, how life is going to be so beautiful. Now it's time to know more on student and campus life and how the student council of the college functions. Student council is established in the college as per the university constituents, and our student council in charge is our own vice principal, Professor Sandesha Shetty, a young, energetic accountancy professor of the college who heads our BCom department also, is going to share about student council, its functioning, Mulya Pravah, ethical code of the college, and all to orient you. So to orient students about student council of the institution, it's my proud privilege to invite Professor Sandesha Shetty. Sandesh sir, over to you.
Yes, thank you, Lichi ma'am. Dear students, it's a time to discuss about student council, its activities, and what are the future plans. Before I start my presentation, I want you to look this picture. Can you see this picture once? And can you tell me which personality has attracted you more? Dear students, I'm expecting your chat. Which personality, is it white color or red color? Which personality has attracted you more? Is it a white one or red one? You can see total 10 personality, and they are in group. But you are more attracted towards the red personality because that is something different comparing to all other personality. So, dear students, with this brief introduction, I want you should be the different personality in your 3 years of journey, and you should be a different personality after your 3 years of journey. With this introduction, let me present my student council PPT. Dear students, today we are going to cover introduction of student council, its function, structure of student council, what are the code of conduct you have to follow within the college, and what are the ethical values you have to follow. Being a teacher, we are supposed to follow. At the same time, we are expecting from you also, and the glimpses of activities. Let me start one by one. Definitely this will be an interactive session. If you got any doubt, you can put it in the chat. Side by side, I will address. The time allotted for me is 20 minutes. I will give justice to my time. Dear student, student council is one of the important important council of SM Shetty College. It represents each class representatives. You can see when you join FI BCom, when you join FI BAF, when you join FI BBI, your class teachers will ask to stand for CR position, ACR position, cultural leader, and sports leader. So if you become CR, ACR, cultural, sports, then your nomination, your entry will be there to student council. That is the starting point. So if you become the member of student council, then yes, if you become member of student council, then you can compete for core committee. Each and everything will be explained to you later on. Now, what are the duties or what are the functions of student council? Student council is a student body. It represents college at various forums. And this student council is the duty to maintain discipline of the college. Because you are representing your class, you got that full right, full authority to maintain discipline within the campus. You are the one who are organizing events for the welfare and development of the students. You know your students, you know your friends very well. So you can organize events very easily with the help of student council teachers. You are going to help college authorities in the smooth functioning of the college. So this is the introduction and function of the student council. Now our structure of the student council, Student council is headed by principal sir. Sir will be the chairperson of the student council, followed by teacher members, followed by core committee, 14 core committee members, followed by student council members. Now I told you student council members, 4 leaders, 4 representatives will be there from each class, and each class ka 4 representative will be called as 4 from each class. They will be called as student council members. From that student council members, we are going to select core committee members. The process you will see later on. Teacher members, our principal sir will be the chairperson, principal sir Dr. Sridhara Shetty, and you can see total 5 teacher in charges, teacher members. Myself, Mr. Sandesh Shetty, along with me, Rohini ma'am, Ravina Shetty ma'am, Avnit Kaur ma'am, and Utkarsh sir will be there as teacher member of student council for the academic year 2021-22. Dear students, you have to know about this position. So these are 14 core committee members. Core committee members, again this selection will be from student council. So first, the topmost position is college general secretary, followed by joint general secretary. There will be 2 joint general secretary, college cultural leader, assistant cultural leader, public relation officer, assistant public relation officer, sports representative, assistant sports representative, lady representative, 2 lady representatives, 2 NSS representative, 1 DLLA representative. Don't get panic. These position, then the procedure, formalities, everything will be explained to you by your class teachers once your class starts. Dear students, 14 core committee members, this is a recognition. You can get it from student council. Please remember, along with the recognition, you got duties. That is very, very important here. Now, how to contest for this position? First, you have to be the student council member. Please remember, today I can see FI BCom, FI BBI, FI BAF students here in this platform. So whenever you get the chance, you can be a class representative, you can be assistant class representative, sports representative, or cultural leader. If you are in this 4 position, any one of these 4 position, then you can contest for core committee, that is GS, joint GS, PRO, cultural leader. Now, this is very transparent method in SM Shetty College. Transparency we follow here. Based on your caliber, based on your efficiency, based on your commitment, you will be selected for this position. Okay? This is student council members. So I have explained you the introduction, function, structure of student council. Now, very, very important thing is that code of conduct. I'm sure you are having offline lecture, online lecture for the time being. Later on, once university go for online lecture, offline lecture, then definitely you will visit college and you are supposed to follow code of conduct, not only within the college, even outside also. What are the main code of conduct? You have to be very careful with the red color. Your red color highlighter, that is very, very important. When you visit to college, it may be a daily lecture. You are supposed to wear a valid identity card provided by the college. Otherwise, you will be fined. This is the first code of conduct. Second thing, you are required to attend all the lectures and submit your internal or projects as per the time given by your class teacher or as per the time given by your coordinator. If you take any long leave, then you are supposed to submit your medical certificate giving details of your illness. And this has to be submitted to the class teacher This is very, very important. Dear students, we expect decency and decorum in the college. So no outside influence, no political pressures are expected in college activities. Students, you're supposed to read the notice board. When it is offline, then definitely you can read college notice board. When it is online, you are supposed to go through college websites. Our college website, www.smshettycollege.edu. Yes. So this is a college website. You are requested to go through college website for all the details. Even today's DEEKSHARAMBH detail also there in college website. Dear students, the decorum of the classroom is very, very important because you will be observed by your class teachers, not only your class teachers, your co-class members, co-class students. They are observing you. So decency, decorum is very, very important. Please take care of your belonging. When you visit to college, you are responsible for your belonging. You cannot blame later on. This is very important because on 8th or on FI BBI, FI BAF students are going to submit your document today. BCom students are going to submit it on 8th. So dear students, when you come to college, be careful about your belongings. Dear students, please take care of the college property because we take care of our property. At the same time, it is our moral responsibility to take care of the college property because finally it is our own college. Use of cell phone for the online lecture may be allowed, but when you come for offline lecture, it is strictly prohibited inside the class. Some allowed areas are there like canteen, boys common room, washroom. You can use your cell phone for emergency purpose. Other than that, within the class, it is not allowed. The college library will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We request all students for full use of college library. College strongly insists in decent dressing. Decent dressing, the definition, you know it very well because you are mature students. No picnic, no social excursion or any tour without the proper or prior permission of our principal, sir. College conduct study tour, college conduct industrial visit. Other than that, private or unofficial picnic is not allowed. No student shall collect money for any of the contribution. It may be picnic, it may be for trip, it may be for educational reason, or it may be for charity. Without the sanction of principal, sir, you cannot collect any money. Be careful of your language, behavior, and conduct. Abusive language, misbehavior, and misconduct may lead to the dismissal of a student. The matters which are not discussed above will be under the discretion of the principal, sir. Sir will take action based on its discretionary power. These are the code of conduct. Let us discuss very important thing, ethical values, which are very, very important for us, which are very important for you students. This is called as Mulya Prava. First one is integrity. Integrity, very, very important. Being a student, being a citizen of India, being a common people, integrity is very, very important. You should have the quality of being honest, transparent. When you are SMJT students, we believe you, we trust you. Please be honest. Dedication. You have to dedicate yourself for the course you have taken, for the college you have chosen, and for the studies you are planning, and for your life, what you have planned. Dedication is important. Trusteeship. You should be the trustees of trust. कभी कभी आपके बारे में ट्रस्ट करने के लिए हमें सेकंड चांस नहीं मिलना चाहिए, इसके ऊपर ट्रस्ट करना है या नहीं करना है. So you should be trustworthy. Next one is sustainability. You have to use the resources of the college hoga, nation hoga in a proper way so that our resources can be saved for future. Inclusiveness. Even we teachers provide an inclusive environment in the college. We provide equal opportunity to everyone without any discrimination in all activities of the college. Same way, we expect you have to include all your fellow members, fellow students in all the activities of the college. There is no discrimination in the college. Commitment, you have to be very, very committed. You have to committed for your career. You have to be very, very committed for the program you have chosen. You have to committed for the work allotted by the teacher. In all the way, you have to be committed student. Respectfulness. Give respect and then take respect. That is the policy of SM Shetty College. You have to give respect for each and everyone. In each floor, you will see peon. In each floor, you will see sweeper. You have to be very, very respectful. Harmony. Balancing the diversity is very, very important in Mumbai culture. Mumbai culture is, you can see different, yes, background people, different culture people. You can see different culture in Mumbai, in SM Shetty. Harmony is important. Celebration of all the festival with harmony, with good thinking, good attention is important. Last important one, belongingness. College got vision, college got mission, college got value. You have to follow that vision, mission. Whatever we teachers, whatever you students are doing, that is for the shared vision. We got vision, mission, everything. We are going through that direction. So that is called as belongingness. You feel that this is our college. We got vision. We are working for that vision. Let me quickly show some of the important glimpses of the activities conducted in the last academic year. This is a webinar. You know that for the last one and a half year, we were working virtually. So webinar on motivation and memory techniques. Very important thing, Student Council organized Teachers Day. Even this year also on 4th September, yes, Student Council core committee members have celebrated it. So last year, Teachers Day was on virtual mode. You can see the celebration. This is the plan and execution done by students. That is a specialty without the help of teachers, because it is a Teachers Day celebration. This is very important. Principal sir, vice principals and HOD of the different sections will be the panel for Student Council committee interview, and later on the committee result, the declaration of core committee will be held. Even this year also the core committee, Student Council members position, everything yet to decide. Okay, so this is the best opportunity for you. You can take part in CR, ACR, cultural or sports position, and then you can enter to core committee. Very important, last year we have conducted national level poster making competition. You can see the best poster, digital, handmade, theme Maji Vasundhara, the earth is worth it. The speciality is that the selected posters were put it in, we have given to public park where they have installed these posters. That is one of the great initiative. You can see the best posters. Yes, selected posters were displayed at public parks as per Maji Vasundhara campaign. So very, very great event, that is oath taking ceremony. All 14 members, 14 core committee members, all 112 student council members, they take oath taking ceremony. That is one of the, even In spite of the pandemic, we have taken oath taking, we have conducted oath taking ceremony virtual. You can see virtual oath taking ceremony. 14 plus 112 student council members taken oaths. You can see the glimpses of oath taking ceremony. This is 2019-20 when the offline oath taking ceremony. You can see college auditorium. You can see the 14 core committee members who are taking oath. You can see all the student council, 112 student council members along with the core committee members. This is the great occasion. Kavish, an intercollegiate event organized by student council. So last year we have conducted 4 events. This was an intercollegiate level event. Business idea, calligraphy, photography. These are the events we have conducted in the last year. So you can see the participation. Yes. One more initiative of student council, that is team week. We go for team. Last year, since it was online, we have gone for work from home, traditional day, twin day, tuxedo and gown day. These are the themes we have given. You can see in spite of online, students have participated. That's the spirit of student council. Student council enrichment program. This is the initiative of student council, yoga for a healthy being. So the yoga trainer, you can see left side and right side, Miss Mayuri Salyan, virtual yoga training. Observance of important days like anti-terrorism days. They have taken, students have taken the pledge. You can see number of students who have taken the pledge. These are the future plan. So once you become student council members, we have to organize these events for this current year. We want to organize student development program in association with the collaborating colleges. We want to conduct a certificate course on personality development and soft skill. We want to tie up with the government school for education and social upliftment of the students. We want to organize one webinar on teamwork and leadership. We want to develop social media for student council. With your support, definitely we will achieve this. Now, please recall the first picture I have shown to you. Do you want to make the difference in your journey of 3 years in SMShetty College, or you want to become a normal person? The option is left to you. I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you so much, Sandesh sir, for orienting the students on student council and its activities and the ethical values and our value system in the college which we follow. So really, we are grateful to you for doing this. Thank you so much, sir. I hope the students have really got an overview about what they are supposed to follow in the college. Moving on to the next, we have our ever enthusiastic and our evergreen counselor here, Natasha Mehta, to all of you. So let me introduce Natasha to all of you. Natasha is here. I don't know since when, because when I heard about counseling, she's here. So Natasha is very popular counselor amongst all the degree college students. And whenever you have any problem, you need not have to wait till the problem persists in you, but you can definitely go to Natasha, and almost all our problems are solved by her. So whenever you get irritated, you get bullied, anything is happening in your classroom, Natasha is one of the best and then the very busy counselor of our degree section. So it's my privilege to invite Natasha Mehta, our degree college counselor, to introduce about counseling center and all the facilities provided by them. Natasha, over to you, dear.
Thank you so much, Lizzie ma'am, and thank you, Sandesha sir, for building the ground. I really enjoyed, the presentation that you took. It was almost like I was reviving my college days. So I think it's very wonderful. I hope students also took a lot from it. So my dear students, what am I going to do today? My name is Natasha Mehta. Lizzie ma'am, thank you for those kind words. Yes, I've been around for quite some time, almost completing 10 years now. So I'm very happy to be associated with this whole institution, and I'm very happy that I got this chance to spend some time with you all today. My session today is going to be very interactive, not like a discourse or anything, though I will be talking about the counseling center, the process, and who are the people who work, theek hai, wo sab hai. But more than that, your interaction is and your participation is of most importance. So your learning will also increase multiple times. And as Sandesha sir said, do we want to be really participative and go out of the institution transformed, or we just want to, just come, sit and go? Now that choice is our choice. Okay, students, and I would really encourage you all to participate as much more, because right now what I'll be doing is more about your own self. Okay, so understanding your own self, understanding your own mind. So let me share the PPT. Okay. All right. Interesting. Sir, is it audible? Sorry, is it visible properly?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so students, you can also keep typing in the chat box if something is not visible or audible. Okay. All right, so I'll just introduce the counseling team. We started with this poster of beautiful minds, and we are doing this for DEEKSHARAMBH today. And DEEKSHARAMBH means initiation. So I think I'll take this opportunity to initiate each one of us back to our own minds and see how beautiful they are. We have to actually become like scientists today. Okay. So let's start with the introduction of the counseling center team. So at the top of the team, you can see Dr. Harish Shetty, who is a psychiatrist. He's also a trustee member and one of the most renowned, loved, orators, speakers, and a very kind-hearted person. And we are very lucky to have him as a psychiatrist. He's a super spokesperson for mental health awareness and more for positive mental health awareness. We don't, at the counseling center, especially at SM Shetty College, we talk more about wellness. We don't really focus all the time on illness. Ki ye problem hai, ye kharab hai. There is so many more strengths, and that is what we want to find out, investigate in ourselves and focus on. Then our head of the counseling center is Miss Pratima Bhandarkar ma'am. So she heads the counseling department. Then is Natasha Mehta, me who I'm talking, and I'm a psychologist. There is Radhika Kulkarni, who's also a psychologist. Now there is another vacancy for a psychologist. That doesn't matter you, but still I'm letting you know. And there is also a team of special educators. So special educator or psychologist या counselors में क्या difference है? Just for your information, they work on the academic part. So sometimes students, it may happen that you have certain academic difficulties where the concepts are not getting cleared, etc. So special educators are assigned for that.
Natasha?
Yeah, she joined. Natasha, yeah.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. So suddenly dropped out. Okay, thank you for your patience, students. All right. So as I was saying, we are an inclusive setup, rather not just a degree college. The whole institution is an inclusive setup. And we say inclusion, it means people of all different abilities, people of distinct abilities. Everybody has a opportunity to be under the same roof in the same platform. So just to give you an example, even with at the school level, when you come to college, you will realize that our building is, as tall as 8 floors, and then it has 2 schools inside it, a degree college or junior college, so a daycare center, so many things that are there in the school and college. So the inclusion starts from, even individuals of different abilities study in the same classroom with all the regular students. So we are all regular students basically. So it's all about inclusion. We promote inclusion, and that also means inclusion at every level, students, because we are all unique. As we move forward, you will understand better what I'm saying, right? So there is a comprehensive mental health approach. That also means that not only inclusion, but we are comprehensive in our approach, wherein we work as a team with the students, with the teachers, with the parents, and any other stakeholder who can contribute to the benefit of the student. So it can be any outside body, could be media, like how sir was also showing so many projects that was outreach projects in the community, etc. So it's a comprehensive approach that helps the overall growth of the student, and through the growth of the student and the individual, further the growth of the nation. That is the whole motto of SM Shetty Educational Institutions. All right. So we work with parents, teachers, non-teaching staff also. So you will find even the helping aunties or dadas who are here. So they are also very well aware, and they are very sensitive to the needs of the students and each other. So there is a lot of training that the counseling center does at all the levels, even for the canteen. All right. So there is other things that are involved is assessment, intervention. Intervention means counseling. Intervention means wherever you may need help. Prevention work, like what we are doing even right now. This is an awareness orientation session, right? So policy building. So a lot of things the counseling center is a part of. All right. Sorry, I forgot to enlarge my screen. Okay, so the scope, I have already spoken about the scope. There is so many things that the counseling center does, including workshops, including life skills program, including individualizing curriculum for the students, psychological testing, counseling, of course, individual counseling, group counseling. So there are a lot of awareness drives, webinars, etc. that even the counseling center conducts. All right, so we'll not go much into the process, but for you students, the process is simple. You can directly write to me, or you can go to your teacher. Your teacher can give you my number. I will also share my number today with you all, and that's how you can reach me. All right, students. So now for your participation, I want you all to pull out a sheet of paper. Can you pull out a sheet of paper, please? I'm also going to pull out a sheet of paper. So I want you all to pull out a sheet of paper. Okay, here is my paper. And ma'am, can we share the, can we have a screen where I'll just stop sharing? 1 second. Can we have every gallery view where students can also, yeah. Is it on gallery view now, Liji ma'am? Hello, am I audible? Am I audible, sir? Oh, great. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ankit. All right. Thank you, student. So you all can switch on your cameras. This will become really fun. Okay. And the first time you all will get to see each other also. So pull out a sheet of paper and show me what you've pulled out. It can be a rough sheet. It can be any kind of sheet. Chalo. अगर आप कैमरा ऑन करोगे तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाएगा. So I know you all have a sheet of paper. So you all can write in the chat box when you all are ready with a sheet of paper. Okay, Anushka, perfect. Thank you for coming. I love seeing you students. What bright faces. All right, everybody, even our teachers. Hi, Shushant. Where's your sheet of paper? Okay, wonderful. Swasti, Aditi, Jainam. There's one more Natasha there. Hi, Natasha. All right, Jasmine, Afreen, wonderful, wonderful. So kids, now that your sheet of paper is out, I'll just give you some instructions and you have to follow those with your eyes closed. Okay, that's the catch. So you'll close your eyes. Okay, let your cameras be on. It's okay. कोई चोरी नहीं करेगा ऐसे भी क्या है online. So I'm watching everybody, so you don't have to worry. Close your eyes and simply feel the paper. Feel the texture of the paper. Close your eyes. It will be fun when your eyes are closed. You'll really get into the feeling mode. So eyes will be closed. Turn the paper in your hand. See how is the texture of the paper. Is it a hard paper, soft paper, rough paper? पहली बार पेपर को ऐसे टच करो like you are, really close to your best friend. Okay, best friend, pun intended. Okay, then fold the paper in a half. Fold the paper in a half. Very nice. With a wonderful smile. You're such beautiful looking kids. Love your smiles. Thank you. Now that you folded the paper in a half, again rotate the paper. See, it's become a little thicker now, right? Now, tear a corner. Tear a corner. Any corner. Now, again fold the paper in a half. I'm also doing this with you all. Fold the paper in a half and tear a corner. Very good. Again fold the paper in a half. One more nice fold. And tear a corner. Now it's become thick. It's getting difficult to tear a corner, but we can do it. Now again fold the paper into a half. And now this paper is really thick. This is challenging, but you can do it. The power of your mind and whatever parathas your mother has fed you. Tear a corner. Okay, even I'm having a tough time. All right, I succeeded. Now, my dear students, we'll open the paper. If I tell you to fold it into one more half, I think you'll come to my house and start shouting at me. So I won't risk that. Now, my dear students, you open the paper, open your eyes and show me your paper on screen. Let's see what designs you all have made. Wow. Look at Sushant's design, almost like mine, huh? And Swasti, wow, like a butterfly. Nice. And Janam, I can to see only the bridge from California. I can hardly see you. Sharanya, wonderful. Now kids, you have to find out on the screen, locate, किसी और का डिजाइन आपके डिजाइन जैसा है क्या? Same. चलो, find out करो. Who is matching your design? Find your matching partner. You can actually put it in the chat box or unmute. I don't know if you're allowed to unmute. Any matching designs? Yes, no. You can write it in the chat box if you're not allowed to unmute. Are you all allowed to unmute? Okay. Akhilesh is saying similar to Saranya. Okay. Yes, ma'am. And who else? Okay, Akhilesh, is it ekdam similar to Saranya? Ekdam copy? Where is Akhilesh? Now I have to find where is Akhilesh. Similar to me. Okay, Sushant is similar to me. Ma'am, can you repeat the process? You want me to repeat the whole process? No match. Swasti saying there's no match. Okay. All right. Rajul will do it again later. Okay, so right now just watch and then I'll explain. Okay, so no match. All right. So students, wonderful. Your papers look really, really brilliant. I hope some teacher is able to take a nice picture. So ma'am, can you take a picture while we show up our papers? Then I'll go ahead into explanation. Come on, students. Show your papers and show your face. Proud students. Okay, Ashlesha. All right, Ashlesha. Got it. I hope somebody took a picture. Thank you. All right. So, now let's keep the papers down. Now, students, I gave the same instructions to everybody. Show me a thumbs up if that's true. Did I give the same instructions? Okay, thumbs up. Then why do you think we had different designs? कोई भी same match क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? किसी किसी का तो बिल्कुल ही मैच नहीं हो रहा है, किसी किसी का थोड़ा बहुत मैच हो रहा है. So why do you think our designs are different though the instructions were same? You can write in the chat box. You all are fast and all that typing. Come on. So I can read. Yes, kids. Why do you think our papers are not matching? Why our designs are different? Write it, fatafat. Different thought, different personalities. Okay, very good. But my instructions were same. But okay, still different thought, different personalities. Jasmine has said that. Okay. We have a different mindset. Okay. We don't think alike. We think differently. All right. Different way of doing. Okay. And likho. I'll give you 2 minutes more. Think, kids. Because everybody has stared the paper according to their choice of side. Okay, very smart. Only girls are going to talk about? Okay, Sandeep, finally. Different ways to express. Okay. Right. You all are right, students. So one good thing about mental health is nobody is ever wrong. Everybody is always right. Why? Because we have different perceptions. All of us have different perceptions. You're right, we have different thinking processes. Our personalities are different. So the way that we are, we perceive the world in that particular manner. That means we are all very unique, even though life gives us similar situations. For example, right now we are all in joining this college, but the experience will be different for every student depending on the mindset, the perception, the perspective, the personality that you have. So by the end of 3 years, do you think everybody will have the exact same experience? Yes or no? No, right? Not everybody will have the exact same experience because we are all different. It's not that somebody will have a good experience and a bad experience, but it may just be that our experiences may vary because of our uniqueness. Right, students? So it's very important that we hold on to this uniqueness. Each one has been gifted this uniqueness. We have got it maybe through genes, through our parents, or we have got it as we have developed and walked through this life has taught us so many different things. Now you tell me, I have a very important question for you. If I tell you to give your paper to somebody else, exchange your paper with somebody else, would you like to do that? Or would you want to hold on to your own paper? I'll say your paper is dirty, just change it. Will you accept it? Yes? Dirty paper, will you accept it? No. Why will you not accept it? Karo na change. Why? Just write in the chat box. Why will you not accept it so easily? We should share our ideas. Okay. So now I know your names a little bit. There's Jainam, there's Jasmine, there's Natasha, there's Saranya, there's Riya, Ashlesha. Okay, so you all are saying that whatever we have is very unique. We have unique ideas, so we should share those ideas. We have unique personalities, we should share those personalities. It's my work and my creative thing, right? So you have a sense of ownership, belongingness. So same thing, my dear kids, with our lives also. No matter what, if I tell you, change your life, become somebody else, या फिर उसकी तरह acting करने लगो, या वो ज़्यादा अच्छा है, so will you accept it? Maybe not. A lot of times when we come to college, we get influenced by the peer. We stop looking at ourselves or recognizing that how unique and wonderful we are. Okay, students, so with this activity, I want you to take this lesson for your life, that your life has made you whatever you are, your own thinking has made you whatever you are, and you have reached a space, a certain personality, and you're continuously growing, adapting, becoming the better versions of yourself, finding out yourself, investigating like scientists, and this is totally worthy. Each one of you is beautiful, worthy, wonderful. So I want you to hold on to yourself, okay? So can you give yourself a hug? Come on. We don't give ourselves enough hugs and credit for all that we do. So we'll really hold on to ourselves. Don't be shy. It's okay. It's okay. Because our only friend from childhood to the time cradle to grave is going to be, who is it going to be? Natasha ma'am is going to be there with you? No. Then with Natasha ma'am, Liji ma'am is going to be there? No. Is Sandesha sir going to be there? No. Who's going to be there? Me, myself. Who's going to be there? Me, myself. So you have to learn to give yourselves a pat. Wonderful, wonderful students. Okay, chalo. So with that, we'll share one more thing. Yeah, we have time, sir. Ma'am, we have time. What do you say, students? Should we go ahead?
Yes, ma'am. 5 more minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, only 5 minutes. Okay. Either this is an attitude. We say only 5 minutes. Oh no, or we say wow, 5 minutes. So I can do so much. Okay, students. So what is counseling according to you all? We'll go very, very fast. Okay, what is counseling according to you all? Write in the chat box. A lot of people are very scared of this. Oh, counseling. Oh, counselor. Oh, psychologist. But then they'll read our mind. God knows what they'll do. So please write in the chat box. We have only 5 minutes. You heard the boss. What is counseling? Come on, kids. You all are very smart. And I said, no, there's no wrong answer in mental health. We are all right. Sharing about our feelings. Okay, very good. Okay. Solving conflicts. Yes. Problems. Ankita says that. Okay. Someone who guides us in the direction, right direction, gives us right information. Okay. Perfect. Should we play one more game? Is there space for one more game? We'll finish it in 2 minutes if you all are fast, okay? So what we'll do is, students, you put your hands like that, just in front of the screen, and don't give it any support. Your palms will face the ceiling. Eyes will be closed. You'll be like, kya ye teacher bar. Why should my eyes be closed? But it's fun. When your eyes are closed, you can see inside yourself. When your eyes are open, we are too busy outside. So eyes closed. Okay, I'm going to give you instructions again. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. So close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths in. Come on. Ground yourself in the present moment. Okay. Breathing is very important, students. We'll die without it. Okay. So now you can just imagine I'm keeping a weight of 5 kgs on your left hand. I'm putting a weight of 5 kgs on your left hand. Your left hand is becoming heavy. Your left hand is becoming heavy. Now I'm keeping another 5 kgs on the left hand. So 10 kgs on the left hand. The left hand has become really heavy. Now I'm adding a very big encyclopedia to that weight. So around 20 kgs on the left hand. 20 kgs, students. Come on. Let's see if you have imaginative powers or no. I think my students are very imaginative. Okay. So 20 kgs on the left hand. Now the hand has actually become heavy. Maybe it's paining also. Now another 5 kgs. There's a huge copper bell that I found in the storeroom. Now that bell is also there on the left hand. So 25 kgs. Oh God. It almost feels like the hand will break. And now I'm adding another 5 kgs from the sabji wala bhaiya. I got a 5 kg ka weight. And now I'm keeping that. Now my students, 30 kgs on your left hand. It's kind of becoming unbearable. So you'll open your eyes and you'll see the position of your hands. Relax your hands and write in the chat box what happened. Very quickly, because sir has said we have less time. So in less time, we'll be more productive. In the chat box. So what happened to your hands? Did something change? Yes, what changed? Come on, kids. Yes. What changed in your hands? Left hand felt heavy. Okay. What changed? You'll have to think and write, okay? You'll have to think and write. What changed? Because you all can't talk because we are on mute. So you'll have to spend some time typing. I got some pain. Okay. Alright. So students, keep typing. Now please tell me, the left hand actually went lower. The left hand went slightly down. The position changed. Okay. Now tell me, did I actually come to your house and keep an encyclopedia on your left hand or keep a copper bell on your left hand? No, right? Saranya saying, नहीं, आप तो नहीं आए. तो फिर कौन आया? क्या हुआ? क्यों हाथ नीचे गया? Why the hand went lower? Why the hand started paining? What do you think happened, students? Because of our mind, right? Because we started to imagine something, because we took in that information. So this is a safe space, so we just did it as an activity. So students, what we tell ourselves has a huge impact. So our thoughts, so when I induced a certain thought, or when you thought about it, that there is a book in my left hand or 30 kgs are on my left hand, automatically from your thought, you started feeling uncomfortable, you started feeling heavy, you started feeling kya hai ye, matlab, kabhi khatam hoega types. And then from that, immediately that feeling turned into action. So your hand started to go downwards, right? So there is a trio of thinking, feeling, and action, and counseling works very well on that, on those three areas. Okay, so it's a combination of what you think, we start to believe in that, and what we believe, we start to become that. That means there is a whole trio of thinking, feeling, and behavior. So it is not just that it starts from the thought. Sometimes it starts from the behavior level. So if you behave in a certain manner, automatically those kind of thoughts start forming, right? So for example, if you go for social service, you automatically start feeling very connected to doing better for the society. Your thoughts begin to change, right? Then automatically your feelings also begin to change. You feel like serving, you feel compassionate, you feel helpful, right? Same way, students, if you start feeling in a different way, like for example, now when I was talking to you, right, so you start feeling motivated. I'm just giving an example. So if you're feeling motivated after this lecture, then what will you do? Automatically you'll start shifting in your thinking. You'll say, I should think about myself, I should really put in the effort, or like Sandesha sir was saying, the ethic system. So if that his speech could make a change in your feeling, then automatically in behavior also you'll start behaving more ethically, more responsibly, more respectfully, right? So this is the whole process at how counseling actually works. It's a trio of thinking, feeling, and behaving, and it's interconnected. कहीं से भी हम start कर सकते हैं. So in life also, students, if you find a counselor, good. If you don't find a counselor, you can begin from any level. Even small things like, maybe you want to make your own body, you want to make your own mind, whatever, you can do small habits, and in those habits you will see bigger change. So with that, I had some more things to do, but we can do it in another session. So with that, students, yeah, I just want to say this. What would happen if you improved 1% daily? So don't go for bigger changes. Go for simple actions, small actions, but you see that the graph will rise. So college is an opportunity to make your personality, to develop into somebody who you are envisioned for, what your DNA is made for. Okay. So students, take your time, but every day do small changes, and you will see end of the day, if you do 1% daily, something changes, then in 100 days, 100% change will happen, right? So with that, I will really thank you for your participation. Thank you for being so awesome and amazing. And I will stop sharing the screen and end my presentation. Thank you, students, for participating once again. Yeah, sir, over to you.
Thank you so much, Natasha ma'am. It was always pleasure to listen to you, ma'am. Now I request our librarian Smita ma'am to continue the session. Smita ma'am, over to you.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, sir, 1 second. Can we just mention to the students, they can get in touch with me. Should I write my number here?
Yes, better, better.
I'll write my number. Okay, I'm just sharing my number, students.
Yes,
on the screen, so you have my number. And students, one more thing, sir, sorry, I'm taking a minute.
No problem.
There is a mental health club that we have started this year. I will share the invite with Sandesha sir. Sir, can you please share it with the coordinators so they can so any student who wants to be a part of the mental health club, what we do in the club is we have discussions on various topics. We have speakers coming from outside, and also from inside the club, the students become speakers and then talk on various topics. Okay, so just become a part of the club, students. You may find it interesting. And I'm putting my number here. Okay. So I will share the invite of the mental health club with Sandesha sir. So please share it with all. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Now I request our librarian, Ms. Smita Ravindranath, to continue the session.
Yeah, so just 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. So a very good morning to one and all present. Good morning, Principal Sir. Good morning, Liji Ma'am. Good morning, Sandesha Sir, and all the dear students who have joined our college. Very happy good morning. How are you all? They cannot talk, sir. It is they have been muted.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
They can
okay.
put
So
it in the
I am
chat.
yes. Good, good. So I am Smita Ravindranath, your librarian, and I'm sure that we will be having a very good association for the next few years to come. Okay, so today I'll take you through the virtual tour of our library. Otherwise, during the offline session, we have a very good orientation here in the classroom, but due to the current situation, we are having it virtually, but not a problem at all. I'll explain to you what is our library, what all things that we have you to offer you, and what are the other facilities of the library. So let's begin. So you can see this is our beautiful library. Few basic things about our library. So you can see where the pictures I have put up. These are the various sections: the reading hall, the computer area, then the digital access area. So we have a seating capacity of 206. Our library is open for 12 hours from morning 7 to evening 7. The library is generally open, and the library is fully air conditioned. We have CCTV cameras and fire extinguishers installed in the library for your safety. Our library operations are automated through the Soul Library software. There are 25 computers in all, out of which 15 are dedicated only for the students with internet facility and the basic requirements of project making like Word, Excel, and presentations. Then we offer you with Wi-Fi facility in the campus. The various sections of our library. The first one is our circulation counter, where you will come and interact with us, where the books will be issued and returned. Then the stacking area, where all the books are kept. Then the reading hall. Then we have a digital access area, and the below two pictures are the digital access area, where you can sit and do your project work. The other sections, the periodicals area, where the newspapers, journals, and magazines are kept. Then we have a reference section, where all the reference books or the books that you are supposed to read in the library are kept. Then we have a dedicated teachers corner. Apart from that, we have two notice boards, which is dedicated for information about the library. Then there is no notice boards giving you information about informative articles, and then few articles related to career choices. Library resources. So what all we have, the first or the basic resource are books. And books में क्या क्या है हमारे पास text books है, reference books है, general reading books है, career related books है, competitive exam books है, और ready reference books है. Text books वो जो books हैं जो syllabus related होते हैं, जो syllabus point of view information देते हैं आपको. रेफरेंस बुक्स, आपको कुछ एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए किसी टॉपिक के ऊपर, तो आप रेफरेंस बुक्स रेफर कर सकते हो. जनरल रीडिंग बुक्स में आपको स्टोरी बुक्स मिलेंगे, आपको बायोग्राफीज मिलेंगे, सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट बुक्स मिलेंगे. कम्युनिकेशन इंप्रूव करने के लिए क्या बुक्स है वो आपको वो सेक्शन में मिलेंगे. करियर रिलेटेड बुक्स, हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर एन इंटरव्यू, ग्रुप डिस्कशन, हाउ टू राइट अ रेज्यूम, ये सारे बुक्स आपको करियर सेक्शन में मिलेंगे. देन हमारे पास कुछ कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम बुक्स भी है, बैंक्स के, रेलवे से, सिविल सर्विसेज, यूजीसी नेट के जो बुक्स है वो भी है. फिर कुछ रेडी रेफरेंस सोर्सेज जैसे कि डिक्शनरीज, एनसाइक्लोपीडियाज, सब्जेक्ट डिक्शनरीज लाइक कॉमर्स की डिक्शनरीज या मार्केटिंग की डिक्शनरीज, या लैंग्वेज डिक्शनरीज लाइक इंग्लिश टू मराठी, मराठी टू इंग्लिश, या फिर हिंदी टू इंग्लिश, इंग्लिश टू हिंदी. सो ये सारे जो डिक्शनरीज, एनसाइक्लोपीडियाज है, ये रेडी रेफरेंस सेक्शन में रखे गए हैं. बुक्स के अलावा हमारे पास क्या क्या है, जर्नल्स हैं, मैगजीन्स हैं, न्यूज़पेपर्स है, सीडी रोम कलेक्शन है, टिस लाइब्रेरी जो कि टाटा इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ सोशल साइंसेस उनकी मेंबरशिप है हमारे पास, ई जर्नल्स और ई बुक्स है, मैप्स है, ग्लोब है, पिछले सालों के क्वेश्चन पेपर्स कुछ हमने एज अ सैम्पल कॉपी रखा है, और हमने लाइब्रेरी वेबसाइट्स क्रिएट किया है जिससे आप घर बैठे आप लाइब्रेरी के इंफॉर्मेशन पढ़ सकते हो। कुछ बेसिक स्टैटिस्टिक्स, books have crossed 14,000 plus, book bank section में we have around 2,000 books, journals 40 है, magazine 17, 13 newspapers है, in Marathi, 1 in Hindi, English and employment news also we get in the library, CDs collection है, कुछ maps है और एक globe है। बुक्स कैसे अरेंज किए हैं, बुक्स कबर्ड के अंदर की लॉक एंड की में है, बट इफ यू कम एंड इन्फॉर्म अस दैट यू वांट अ पर्टिकुलर बुक टू रीड, वी विल ऑलवेज गिव इट टू यू। पीरियोडिकल्स ओपन रखा है, एंड जो बैक इश्यूज है पिछले महीनों के इश्यूज वो हमने अंदर रखा है। उसके बाद सीडी रोम्स है, प्रीवियस ईयर्स क्वेश्चन पेपर्स के हार्ड कॉपी भी है और लाइब्रेरी वेबसाइट पे भी अपलोड किया है। बैंक्स के कोई बैंक्स के एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स है, कुछ कंपनीज के एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स है, मैप्स है, ग्लोब, एटलस, ये सारे हमने अलग से रखे हुए हैं। Facilities offered by us. So as I told you, the library is open from 7 to 7, so 12 hours the library is open. So if you don't have any lectures, I'm talking about the physical class when it resumes. So आपको जब lectures नहीं, free lectures है, या फिर आप after the lectures, after the college hours आपको library में बैठ के पढ़ाई करना है तो आप कर सकते हो। तो till 7 o'clock in the evening library is open. Full library is air conditioned. Voracious Reader Award, the best reader. We select one best reader for the year, and that particular student will be given the Voracious Reader Award during the college annual day function. Book bank facilities provided to the economically weak students. इसके forms library में available है। टिस लाइब्रेरी के मेंबरशिप है। टॉपर्स कार्ड, सो हर एक सेमेस्टर में 10 टॉप स्टूडेंट्स को हम लोग सिलेक्ट करते हैं, वो बच्चे को हम एक एडिशनल कार्ड देते हैं। आपको 3 लाइब्रेरी कार्ड प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा, 1 विल बी फॉर टेक्स्ट बुक, 1 विल बी फॉर रेफरेंस बुक एंड 1 विल बी फॉर द जनरल रीडिंग बुक। प्रिंट और जेरोक्स फैसिलिटी आपको 7th फ्लोर में अवेलेबल है। 15 कंप्यूटर्स है लाइब्रेरी में जो आप एक्सेस कर सकते हो, और आपको मोबाइल पे वाईफाई फैसिलिटी कैंपस पूरे कैंपस में अवेलेबल है। Services that we provide, we allow you to take the books for home issue. This is for 7 days. और आपको अगर लगता है आपको और दिन रखना है बुक आपके पास, तो लाइब्रेरी में लेके आके आप उसको रिन्यू कर सकते हो। असिस्टेंस इन इंफॉर्मेशन सर्च, आपको कोई प्रोजेक्ट या असाइनमेंट दिया गया हो जिसपे आपको हेल्प चाहिए, कुछ आपको इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं मिल रहा है, तो आप हमें अप्रोच करो, हम आपको हेल्प करेंगे। गाइडेंस फॉर मेकिंग प्रेजेंटेशंस, कंप्यूटर यूज, सर्च टेक्निक्स एक्सेट्रा। सो देयर आर मेनी स्टूडेंट्स जिनको पीपीटी बनाने में प्रॉब्लम होता है, जिनको वर्ड फाइल में फॉर्मेटिंग करने में प्रॉब्लम होता है, या जिनको थोड़ा बहुत कंप्यूटर यूज में हेल्प चाहिए, या फिर उनको गूगल से या फिर कोई भी वेबसाइट से कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन निकालने में उनको मिल नहीं रहा, सो ये सारे गाइडेंस हम आपको प्रोवाइड करेंगे, तो आप हमें अप्रोच करो, विल डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू आउट। Career Corner and Information Corner, these are the 2 notice boards where we display information about various career options that are available, and if any information is there regarding any part-time jobs and all, we put up there. Information Corner में informative articles हम लोग newspaper से या website से निकाल के डालते हैं। रेफरेंस सर्विस, आपको हम गाइड करेंगे, आपको अगर लगता है कि आपको कोई बुक में इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं मिल रहा है तो कौन सा बुक रेफर करना है, या फिर आपके पास कोई टॉपिक है आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि आप वो इंफॉर्मेशन कहाँ से लें, तो हम आपको गाइड करेंगे कि कहाँ पे आपको कौन से बुक से वो इंफॉर्मेशन निकालना है, या फिर कौन से जर्नल से, मैगजीन से या वेबसाइट से वो इंफॉर्मेशन निकालना है। ये हेल्प हम आपको प्रोवाइड करेंगे। सेशंस टू हेल्प स्टूडेंट्स इन स्टडी एंड रिसर्च वर्क, हम वी periodically conduct these sessions, like अभी recently हमने e-journals related हमने एक सेशन कंडक्ट किया था SY और TY स्टूडेंट्स को, एंड फिर प्लेगरिज्म या फिर इंफॉर्मेशन सर्च रिलेटेड हम एक सेशन रखे थे, students को in the month of January. Then we keep on doing these sessions, so you can also suggest us. आपको ऐसा लगता है कि आपको किसी topic related कुछ session ऐसे हम लेना चाहिए, तो हम definitely आपको ये session conduct करा देंगे. Digital library service, due to this pandemic situation since the last around 2 years, the students are not able to access physical library. So इसलिए हमने हमारे website को और बहुत update किया है, जहाँ पे हमने बहुत सारे फ्री ई बुक्स के लिंक्स डाले हैं, जो आपको क्लिक करेंगे तो आपको वो पूरा बुक आपको डाउनलोड करने का परमिशन देगा. सो आप घर बैठे भी लाइब्रेरी की सर्विसेज एक्सेस कर सकते हो. एक्सटेंशन एक्टिविटीज फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स. सो इन ऑर्डर टू हैव अ गुड रिलेशन विद द स्टूडेंट्स, वी ऑलवेज कंडक्ट दिस एक्सटेंशन एक्टिविटीज लाइक बुक रिव्यू होता है, बुक एग्जीबिशंस करते हैं, बुक डिस्प्लेस करते हैं. देन वी ऑल्सो कंडक्ट पोस्टर मेकिंग या फिर that story writing. These kind of competitions we organize for the students. Now speaking about digital library, so what all we have in digital library? We have Enlist. Enlist is the name. It is a website जो हमने पे किया है, जिसके थ्रू आप लोग ई बुक्स और ई जर्नल्स रेफर कर सकते हो. ई बुक्स मतलब बुक्स अवेलेबल इन द ऑनलाइन फॉर्म, एंड ई जर्नल्स मतलब जो भी जर्नल्स है या फिर मैगजीन्स है जो ऑनलाइन फॉर्म में अवेलेबल है, वो आप इस वेबसाइट के थ्रू एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज पेड मेंबरशिप so for the college, but for your students it is free. We will provide you with the username and password शॉर्टली. वंस आप सबका डेटा आ जाए हमारे लाइब्रेरी के पास, हम इसका यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड आपको भेज देंगे और आप घर बैठे बैठे ये ई बुक्स और ई जर्नल्स एक्सेस कर सकते हो. इंटरनेट एक्सेस सारे कंप्यूटर्स में प्रोवाइड किया गया है. सीडीज है अराउंड 600 प्लस सीडीज वी हैव. देन वाईफाई फैसिलिटी is provided through the library. There is a coupon. कूपन आपको लेके वी हैव केप्ट रजिस्टर फॉर एंटरिंग इट, एंड आपके स्टडी या रिसर्च पर्पस के लिए आपको सर्च करना इन्फॉर्मेशन, तो वाईफाई फैसिलिटी हम देंगे. ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज वी प्रोवाइड ऑनलाइन सर्विसेज लाइक हमने अभी रिसेंटली डिजिटल बुक शेल्फ्स क्रिएट किए, जहाँ पे हमने एक एक पीडीएफ है जिसमें आपको बुक्स के इमेजेस दिखेंगे. आप उस इमेज पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपको वो पूरा बुक ओपन होगा. सेम थिंग हमने एक वर्चुअल एग्जीबिशन कंडक्ट किया है, जहाँ पे भी बुक के कवर पे आप क्लिक करोगे तो वो बुक का लिंक ओपन होगा. फिर हमने लाइब्रेरी वेबसाइट्स बनाया है. देयर आर 2 वेबसाइट्स. वन वेबसाइट विल प्रोवाइड इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट द लाइब्रेरी के क्या क्या फीचर्स है, क्या फैसिलिटीज है, सर्विसेज है. और देयर इज वन अनदर वेबसाइट जहाँ पे आपको सारे ई बुक्स, ई जर्नल्स फ्री, जो आपको जस्ट क्लिक करने पर एंटायर थिंग विल ओपन अप. देन we have something called as web opac. opac मतलब ऑनलाइन पब्लिक एक्सेस कैटलॉग. ये जो हमारे बुक्स है लाइब्रेरी में, वो बुक्स जो भी अवेलेबल है, वो आपको कौन सी बुक्स अवेलेबल है वो उस वेबसाइट पे जाके आपको पता चल सकता है. आप उसमें बुक का नाम डाल के आप सर्च करोगे तो आपको एक लिस्ट आएगा जिसमें दिखेगा वेदर द बुक इज अवेलेबल इन द लाइब्रेरी और नॉट. आपको एक मेंबरशिप आईडी दिया जाएगा, लाइब्रेरी आईडी. सो वो आईडी डाल के आपको, अगर आपने बुक इश्यू किया है लाइब्रेरी से, तो वो आईडी डाल के आपको मालूम पड़ेगा कि आपने कौन से बुक इश्यू किया है लाइब्रेरी से. आप कब उसको रिटर्न कर सकते हैं, वो डेट वगैरह उसमें मेंशन होके आएगा. सो दिस इज डिजिटल लाइब्रेरी. आप लोग इसका एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. दिस इज द वेबसाइट जहां से आप ई बुक्स और ई जर्नल्स थ्रू एनलिस्ट एक्सेस कर सकते हो. इसका यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड वी विल सेंड यू शॉर्टली. सो यू कैन सी हाउ मेनी बुक्स आर देयर. 6200 ई बुक्स है, ई जर्नल्स है, एंड मोर देन 79 lakhs ई बुक्स आर अवेलेबल इन एनलिस्ट. सो आप जब वो वेबसाइट पे जाओगे तो आपको ये स्क्रीन इस तरह दिखेगा. यहाँ पे इसके एनलिस्ट रिलेटेड डिटेल वन ट्रेनिंग वी विल प्रोवाइड यू एट अ लेटर स्टेज आफ्टर you get the username and password. This is just an overview. So this is the home page of Endless. So you can see where I have marked the arrow, the third one. So that is where members, because we are all members of Endless. यहाँ पे आप क्लिक करोगे, आपको एक बॉक्स ओपन होगा जहाँ पे आपको यूजर नेम पासवर्ड डालना है, वो डाल के फिर आप रिसोर्सेज एक्सेस कर सकते हो. See, after you log in, username password डालने के बाद this is the window which opens. इसमें आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पे एक सर्च बॉक्स है, बिल्कुल गूगल सर्च के जैसा. वहाँ पे आप आपका कंटेंट डालो, सर्च करो, आपको जो भी बुक्स, जो भी जर्नल्स में आपका कंटेंट अवेलेबल है वो यहाँ आपको दिखेगा. टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड बिलो इट इज अ लिस्ट ऑफ ई जर्नल्स. मतलब जो मैगजीन्स है उसमें जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है आपके कंटेंट रिलेटेड वो आपको मिलेगा. वो एक एक करके आप ओपन करो और उसमें जाके सर्च करेंगे तो आपको रिसर्च पेपर्स मिलेंगे. राइट साइड में यू कैन सी ई बुक्स आर देयर. तो ये सारे क्या ऑनलाइन बुक्स है. यहाँ पे भी बहुत सारे पब्लिशर्स ने अपने बुक्स अपलोड किया है. तो यहाँ पे भी आप जाके क्लिक करो. आपका कोई अभी सपोज बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन का बुक चाहिए आपको, तो आप बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन टाइप करो तो वो बहुत सारे बुक्स देगा. उसमें से आपको पहले कंटेंट्स देखना है, कौन सा कंटेंट्स आपको सूट होता है, आपको चाहिए, और वो कंटेंट्स और वो बुक आप डाउनलोड कर सकते हो, रीड कर सकते हो. लाइब्रेरी वेबसाइट, इसका एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो सब लोग. So this website will provide you information about the library. This is how it looks. So सारी जो information है इस टैब है, जैसे नॉर्मल आप कोई भी वेबसाइट एक्सेस करते हो, इट इज इन द सेम वे. यहाँ पे ड्रॉप डाउन वगैरह आपको मिलेगा, आप क्लिक करोगे पूरे लाइब्रेरी के information आपको लाइब्रेरी वेबसाइट थ्रू मिलेगा. There is another website where we have uploaded question papers, college ke publications, links to free ebooks and e-journals. So you can take a screenshot of this also. And when you go to this website, what we have to offer is this. Okay, so here you can see हमने home, मतलब this is the page that you are seeing is home. Syllabus, old syllabus uploaded, old in the sense right from 2010, the whole all the syllabus copies are there. Question papers are there from 2010. Then e-books आप क्लिक करोगे तो यहाँ पे आपको बहुत सारे e-books के links मिलेंगे, free e-books के. Enlist का भी link है यहाँ पे. e-journals same way, बहुत सारे e-journals का link है, आप क्लिक करोगे या और क्लिक करके आपको उस वेबसाइट पे जाके आपका जो भी कंटेंट से सर्च करके, जैसे आप गूगल में सेम सर्च करते हो वैसे ही सर्च करना है, तो आपको बहुत सारा जो पब्लिकेशंस लिस्टेड है वो आपको मिलेगा. अदर देन दैट जो भी फ्री रिसोर्सेस है, लाइक बहुत सारे यू कैन से नोट्स है, सब्जेक्ट वाइज नोट्स हो सकता है, प्रेजेंटेशंस है, और कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन रिलेटेड फ्रॉम द एकेडमिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू और इम्पोर्टेंट फ्रॉम द एकेडमिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, आप फ्री ई रिसोर्सेज के टैब में जाओगे, वहां पे आपको मिलेगा. सोल वेब ओपैक, एज आई टोल्ड यू, दिस इज अ वेबसाइट जहाँ पे आप सर्च कर सकते हो लाइब्रेरी में कौन से बुक्स हैं और कितने कॉपीज है. फिर आपका खुद का मेंबर स्टेटस, आपने अगर बुक इश्यू किया है तो what all books you have taken and when you have to return it. So this is the Soul Web Opac का जो सर्च पेज है. टाइटल मीन्स द नेम ऑफ द बुक. आप कोई भी बुक का नाम आप डालो, सर्च करो, it will give you a list of books by that name. So I have searched for Introduction to Cultural Studies. This is a BMM book. So it is showing me so many books are there, Introduction to Cultural Studies, and you can see the first one, item status issued. That means वो book issued है. So it has been issued to some student. कोई student ने उस किताब को लिया है. Then the second one you can see item status में it is showing available. That means the book is available in the library for you to issue. This is how you search for your member status. So as I told you, we will be giving you a library ID which is called the member code. वो member code आपको first ये जो टॉप मोस्ट बॉक्स है वहां पे डालना है. डाल के आप सर्च मेंबर करोगे तो आपको ये सारे इंफॉर्मेशन जो दिख रहा है नीचे वो मिलेगा. सो दिस इज ऑफ अ स्टूडेंट कॉल्ड राज पटेल. तो ही इज अ स्टूडेंट ऑफ BSc IT. उसने 2 बुक्स लिया है लाइब्रेरी से. वो दोनों बुक्स एकदम बॉटम में दिख रहा है, and when he has taken, at what time he has taken, or due date matlab the date that he has to return the book. So you will be allowed to take the book for 7 days, and if you want the book again you can come to the library and reissue the book. So 2 times we will allow you to reissue the book. digital library. So these are the services we had provided during the lockdown period. Digital bookshelf. So here you can see the first image. ये जो शेल्फ है, शेल्फ के अंदर बुक्स रखा है वैसे दिख रहा है आपको. आप जब इमेज पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपको वो पूरा बुक ओपन होगा. सेम वे दिस इज अ वर्चुअल बुक एग्जीबिशन. सो सेम वे इफ यू क्लिक ऑन द बुक, this book, the exhibition matlab we normally conduct here in the library, but due to the pandemic we are doing it online. Here when you click on the book, it will give details about the book, and if you feel that ये book अच्छा है, आपको लगता है कि हमारे library में होना चाहिए, तो this book will allow this practice will allow you to suggest books for the library, whereas in the digital bookshelf you can access the whole book and download the book also. Now, students' role in library purchase. Students, as a student, you are also allowed to give suggestions in purchasing the book. So there is a requisition form available in the library, the hard copy, और same requisition form हमने online on the library website भी upload किया है. तो आप उसमें जाके वो form भरोगे तो you will be we can access that form, and we will after getting the required sanction, we will procure the book. Then these books should be related to the syllabus, or it should be any additional reading book like a reference book, a decent general reading book, or any periodical. That means any magazine, like आपको लगता है कि any sports magazine होना चाहिए, so we will या फिर कोई employment related magazine आपको लगता है library में होना चाहिए, you suggest and we will buy it for the library. So we conduct few extension activities to just have a good relation with the students and to encourage them using the library for the various purposes. Like we have conducted essay writing competitions, poster making competitions, book exhibitions in the library. Then we have library quiz competition happening on various occasions. Then we have book review competitions also. Other than that, we conduct orientation programs for FY students. We have library awareness programs, book exhibitions, book displays, and training sessions as suggested by the students. So you can approach us if you feel like you require any training in particular area. So these are the glimpses of activities that we have conducted in the past. So this is the library orientation program, same like we have today, we conducted last year. We had done the book review competition online because of the pandemic situation. So it was at a national level and many students participated in it. We allowed the students to read a book of their choice, and then we told them to write a book review which they had to send to us. उसके बाद हमने 12th of August को ये event conduct किया जहाँ पे book review students को present करना था, and on the basis of their presentation and the book review they have sent, we selected 3 winners. Quiz competition, we on a regular basis we organize this. We have recently Independence Day के लिए भी हमने organize किया था. So last year we had it for Independence Day, then we had it for International Women's Day. We did a quiz to create awareness about the library, which is called the Info Hunt. Then we also had quiz on Dr. Abdul Kalam's birth anniversary, which is also called as Vachna Prachar Divas. And then we also had quiz on library awareness. So all these things just to attract the students to the library and make them aware of the various activities. Then we had a session on information sources and plagiarism in the month of January, March. So this session was conducted for to make the students aware of the various information resources. क्या क्या information resources हैं, उसको आप कहाँ से कहाँ कौन से वेबसाइट से आपको मिलेंगे, उसको कैसे एथिकली यूज करना है. प्लेगरिज्म मतलब एथिकल यूज ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. जैसे आप कॉपी करना अलाउड नहीं है तो हम उसके ऑल्टरनेटिव में क्या कर सकते हैं. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स वी एक्सप्लेन टू द स्टूडेंट्स इन दिस session. Enlist orientation, we recently had enlist orientation for the SY and TY students, and once your college ID is made, we will create your account in enlist and we will have an orientation where I'll be explaining you how to access enlist, उसमें कहाँ कैसे सर्च करना है, कैसे रिसोर्सेस डाउनलोड करना है, कैसे आप उसमें सेव कर सकते हो फॉर फ्यूचर रीडिंग. So all these things I will explain to you through an orientation on Endlist. Then when you these are the basic things that you should remember when you come to the college, when physically when the college reopens. These things are mandatory. Mobile phones are not allowed. You have to maintain silence in the library, avoid group discussion in the library, then make use of dustbins, eatables, cold drinks are not allowed. And these basic things you will have to remember when you come to the library. Then which is important is we have a baggage counter inside the library, and where you will be keeping all your belongings. Then you will be given a college I-card, which we have a machine, attendance machine in the library also. So you will have to tap the ID in the machine, and it will enable you to inform us about your in time and out time. While going also you will have to tap, and then you will have to submit your ID card or fee receipt once you enter the library. A few things about the digital library use. So the library computers should be strictly used for academic purpose only. You will not be installing any kind of programs or any kind of lab practice in the library computers. Charging of mobile phones and laptops we discourage in the library. And then there is a register where you will have to make an entry like why you are using the computer and the entry time. So this is our contact details. You can take a screenshot of this. You can mail to me anytime and we will be answering your queries. And this is the college phone number, the library number. You can directly contact me on this number. So thank you so much for your patient hearing and looking forward to meet you all. Sandesha sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Smita.
Yeah. And Liji ma'am, I have a small gift for these students. For the link, I am just putting in the chat box.
Okay.
I want these students to just fill this up and they will be getting a gift in their mail. I'll just put it up.
Oh, that's beautiful. So students,
Yeah.
Smita ma'am is going to put a new link now, and it is not for BMS and BSc IT and BMM students. It is exclusively for BCom, BBI and BAF. BMS, BBI and other students will be getting it in their session. Okay. So Smita ma'am, now it is only for BCom, BBI and BAF students. Smita ma'am, now you can put the link.
Yes ma'am, 1 minute.
And at the same time, attendance link for BCom, BBI and BAF students who had 9 o'clock session is already been put up. Please fill the attendance link. We will see how regular you are going to be through this attendance link.
I have put the link in the chat box, ma'am.
Oh, that's very nice, students. There is a gift link for all BCom, BBI and BAF students. BCom, BBI and BAF students.
So they can check their mail once they fill their details properly. They can check their mail for the gift.
Smita, are you getting the response?
1 minute, ma'am. Just checking. Yes. I've started getting it. I request all the students to fill it up. This is a small gesture from our college to say that we are happy to see you all and to welcome you all. Please put in your correct email ID and proper name without any spelling mistake.
Yeah, gift ka sawal hai. They are supposed to put everything right.
Yes. I thought of it yesterday. I thought, why not welcome them with a small gift?
Oh, that's nice. Very good gesture from your end. So Now, on behalf of Internal Quality Assurance Cell, I thank our principal, Dr. Sridhara Shetty, for delivering the session on institution orientation. I thank our vice principal, Professor Sandesha Shetty, for the session on student council and student values in the college. I also thank our counselor Natasha Mehta for her wonderful session on counselors introduction to the students, and also Smita Ravindranath, our librarian, for orienting the students on library and related activities. Thank you all for session 1. Now we will be moving on to session 2. If the students have filled up the attendance form, they can leave the meeting, and we have to welcome our BMS, BBI, BMS, BSc IT, and BA, MMC students.
Somebody has asked for Bhagavad Gita. Yes, we have a copy in the library.
Yeah, beautiful.
How many students were there, ma'am?
More than 180.
Okay, around 100 I have got. Ma'am, can you put the attendance link again? Some student is asking. Students, I'll share this library link with your coordinator. I'll ask the coordinator to share in the group. So you don't have to wait for that. If you have filled, you can just quit. Thank you.
Not put the attendance, please. Students also have not put the attendance. Please put the attendance link again. Not getting submit. Students of BMS, BSc IT, and BA MMC, you should not leave the meeting after the attendance, because your session is going to begin now. Students of BMS, BSc IT, and BA MMC are requested to stay back, because this attendance link was meant for BCom, BBI, and BAF only. Please note, this attendance link was only for BCom, BAF, and BBI only, not for BMS and BSc IT. So please, students, those who belong to BSc IT, BA MMC are requested to stay back for the meeting. Your session is going to begin at 11:45. 11:45.
I think the session is about to start, children, and students have confusion. This session is for BMS, first year BMS, first year BA MNC, and first year BSc IT, all the 3 departments together. So, and it's about to start in some minutes. So don't be confused.